new comprehension of the nature and mission of the Creator Sons of time and space. There are 7 worlds in this circuit, on which the reserve corps of the Paradise Michaels maintains special service schools of mutual ministry to both the ascending and descending pilgrims, and it is on these worlds of the Michael Sons that the pilgrims of time and the pilgrims of eternity arrive at their first truly mutual understanding of one another. In many respects, the experiences of this circuit are the most intriguing of the entire Havona sojourn. The Sun-Finders are the superaphic ministers to the ascending mortals of the 4th Circuit. In addition to the general work of preparing their candidates for a realization of the Trinity relationships of the Eternal Sun, these Sun-Finders must so fully instruct their subjects that they will be wholly successful, first, in the adequate spiritual comprehension of the Sun, second, in the satisfactory personality recognition of the Sun, and third, in the proper differentiation of the Sun from the personality of the Infinite Spirit. After the attainment of the Infinite Spirit, no more examinations are conducted. The tests of the inner circles are the performances of the pilgrim candidates when in the embrace of the enshroudment of the deities. Advancement is determined purely by the spirituality of the individual, and no one but the gods presumes to pass upon this possession. In the event of failure, no reasons are ever assigned, neither are the candidates themselves nor their various tutors and guides ever chided or criticized. On Paradise, disappointment is never regarded as defeat. Postponement is never looked upon as disgrace. The apparent failures of time are never confused with the significant delays of eternity. Not many pilgrims experience the delay of seeming failure in the deity adventure. Nearly all attain the Infinite Spirit, though occasionally a pilgrim from Superuniverse number 1 does not succeed on the first attempt. The pilgrims who attain the Spirit seldom fail in finding the Sun. Of those who do fail on the first adventure, almost all hail from Superuniverses 3 and 5. The great majority of those who fail on the first adventure to attain the Father, after finding both the Spirit and the Sun, hail from Superuniverse number 6, though a few from numbers 2 and 3 are likewise unsuccessful. And all this seems clearly to indicate that there is some good and sufficient reason for these apparent failures, in reality simply unescapable delays. The defeated candidates for the deity adventure are placed under the jurisdiction of the Chiefs of Assignment, a group of primary supernovae, and are remanded to the work of the realms of space for a period of not less than 1 millennium. They never return to the superuniverse of their nativity, always to that supercreation most propitious for their retraining in preparation for the second deity adventure. Following this service, on their own motion, they return to the outer circle of Havona, are immediately escorted to the circle of their interrupted career, and at once resume their preparations for the deity adventure. Never do the secondary supernovae fail to pilot their subjects successfully on the second attempt, and the same superaphic ministers and other guides always attend to these candidates during this second adventure. 9. The Father Guides. When the pilgrim soul attains the 3rd circle of Havona, he comes under the tutelage of the Father Guides, the older, highly skilled, and most experienced of the superaphic ministers. On the worlds of this circuit, the Father Guides maintain schools of wisdom and colleges of technique wherein all the beings inhabiting the central universe serve as teachers. Nothing is neglected which would be of service to a creature of time in this transcendent adventure of eternity attainment. The attainment of the Universal Father is the passport to eternity, notwithstanding the remaining circuits to be traversed. It is therefore a momentous occasion on the pilot world of Circle number 3, when the transit trio announce that the last venture of time is about to ensue, that another creature of space seeks entry to paradise through the portals of eternity. The test of time is almost over. The race for eternity has been all but run. The days of uncertainty are ending, the temptation to doubt is vanishing. The injunction to be perfect has been obeyed.
From the very bottom of intelligent existence, the creature of time and material personality has ascended the evolutionary spheres of space, thus proving the feasibility of the ascension plan while forever demonstrating the justice and righteousness of the command of the Universal Father to his lowly creatures of the worlds, "Be you perfect, even as I am perfect." Step by step, life by life, world by world, the ascendant career has been mastered and the goal of deity has been attained. Survival is complete in perfection, and perfection is replete in the supremacy of divinity. Time is lost in eternity, space is swallowed up in worshipful identity and harmony with the Universal Father. The broadcasts of Avona flash forth the space reports of glory, the good news that in very truth the conscientious creatures of animal nature and material origin have, through evolutionary ascension, become in reality and eternally the perfected sons of God. 10. The Counselors and Advisors. The superaphic counselors and advisors of the second circle are the instructors of the children of time regarding the career of eternity. The attainment of paradise entails responsibilities of a new and higher order, and the sojourn on the second circle affords ample opportunity to receive the helpful counsel of these devoted supernaphim. Those who are unsuccessful in the first effort at deity attainment are advanced from the circle of failure directly to the second circle before they are returned to super-universe service. Thus, the counselors and advisors also serve as the counselors and comforters of these disappointed pilgrims. They have just encountered their greatest disappointment, in no way differing from the long list of such experiences whereon they climbed, as on a ladder, from chaos to glory, except in its magnitude. These are they who have drained the experiential cup to its dregs, and I have observed that they temporarily return to the services of the super-universes as the highest type of loving ministrators to the children of time and temporal disappointments. After a long sojourn on circuit number 2, the subjects of disappointment are examined by the councils of perfection sitting on the pilot world of this circle, and are certified as having passed the Havona test, and this, so far as non-spiritual status is concerned, grants them the same standing in the universes of time as if they had actually succeeded in the deity adventure. The spirit of such candidates was wholly acceptable. Their failure was inherent in some phase of the technique of approach or in some part of their experiential background. They are then taken by the counselors of the circle before the chiefs of assignment on paradise and are remanded to the service of time on the worlds of space, and they go with joy and gladness to the tasks of former days and ages. In another day they will return to the circle of their greatest disappointment and attempt anew the deity adventure. For the successful pilgrims on the second circuit, the stimulus of evolutionary uncertainty is over, but the adventure of the eternal assignment has not yet begun. And while the sojourn on this circle is wholly pleasurable and highly profitable, it lacks some of the anticipative enthusiasm of the former circles. Many are the pilgrims who, at such a time, look back upon the long, long struggle with a joyous envy, really wishing they might somehow go back to the worlds of time and begin it all over again, just as you mortals, in approaching advanced age, sometimes look back over the struggles of youth and early life, and truly wish you might live your lives over once again. But the traversal of the innermost circle lies just ahead, and soon thereafter the last transit sleep will terminate, and the new adventure of the eternal career will begin. The counselors and advisors on the second circle begin the preparation of their subjects for this great and final rest, the inevitable sleep which ever intervenes between the epical stages of the ascendant career. When those ascendant pilgrims who have attained the Universal Father complete the second circle experience, their ever-attendant graduate guides issue the order admitting them to the final circle. These guides personally pilot their subjects to the inner circle and there place them in the custody of the complements of rest, the last of those orders of secondary supernaphim assigned to the ministry of the pilgrims of time on the world circuits of Avona. The complements of rest.